Shout out to Money Brown, man. Smith Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on at the fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on the legendary Canelo Alvarez, the 4-division world champion, the undisputed super middleweight world champion, the hottest fighter on the planet right now, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. And then we have David Benavidez, the 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion and one of the rising stars in the boxing game. David Benavidez came out, man. He said they let Canelo do whatever he wants. That's why he got that short suspension. Repeat, they let Canelo do whatever he wants. That's why he got that short suspension. Now, we all know David Benavidez wants to fight with Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez was stripped of his WBC scrap. He lost his title on the scale, and that makes everybody, looks at Canelo Alvarez and say that Canelo Alvarez stole his title as if Canelo did something wrong by going out there beating, Callum Smith, the #1 super middleweight for the world title. Now, David Benavidez lost his title before due to cocaine, right? These are facts. This is no knock. I fuck with David Benavidez. He gave me a shout out, and I rocks with the kid. He's a hell of a fighter. But sometimes David Benavidez need to keep his mouth shut and do his due diligence before he speak. You understand what I'm saying? He wants to fight with Canelo Alvarez. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to fight with Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez has praised Canelo Alvarez, in the past, saying that Canelo is not ducking him, things of that nature, right? So now, by him beating Kyron Davis, he's the #1 mandatory to WBC for the 168-pound WBC title, right? Kudos to him. Now, Canelo just became undisputed. I'm going to repeat. Canelo Alvarez just became undisputed at the super middleweight division, right? The division that David Benavidez is at, where everybody want to see him fight David Benavidez because they feel like he's the guy to beat Canelo Alvarez because they can't find nobody else to beat him. So they want to put their faith in David Benavidez because they feel like his style coming straight forward, no defense, throwing 1,000 punches is the style to get Canelo problems, which is not. But nonetheless, right? Canelo just cleaned out the division. Cleaned it out. Cleaned it out. Regardless of what anybody want to say, to clean out a division, you got to beat all the champions. To clean out a division, you have to beat all the champions. And last time I checked, it was 3 champions at the division, right? Callum Smith beat the shit out of him. Billy Joe Saunders broke his eye socket, made him retire from boxing, allegedly for the moment. Caleb Plant beat the shit out of him, right? Took the title. David Benavidez was not a champion. I'm sorry. Don't matter how y'all want to slice and dice it. Don't matter if y'all feel like he's the best at the division, this, that, and the third. But David Benavidez is not a champion. He's not. He had nothing to offer Canelo Alvarez at the division. Now, we all know that it'd be a hell of a fight, right? Until Canelo knock him out. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? But let's get one thing understood. Canelo don't owe David Benavidez shit. He don't owe him nothing. Nothing. Respect to you, David. You put yourself in position for a WBC title shot. Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed champion. So if he was to reside at 168, okay, you would be in position for a title shot. But that's up to what Canelo Alvarez wants to do. You understand what I'm saying? It's up to what Canelo Alvarez wants to do. If you want to stay at 168, give you an opportunity, it'll be a blessing for you. It'll be a blessing for you. But if Canelo want to go up to 200, if you want to go up to 175, if you want to go down to 160, if you want to go to a catch weight or 170 or a catch weight at 190, guess what? He earned the right to do that. He earned the right to do that. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And I know y'all go try, oh, Money Brown, all you do is brag. I don't give a damn. He earned the right to do that. He cleaned out a division. Beat all the champions. Beat all the champions. When you go look at a 168-pound division, you got one name there. One face, one name, one champion. And his name is Canelo Alvarez, right? And then David Benavidez said they let Canelo do what he wants to do. That's why he got the short suspension. Let me correct you, David Benavidez. Understand, they suspended Canelo Alvarez to do an investigation. They suspended him to do an investigation because he had the right to say that he shouldn't have been suspended. You understand what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez, to Montre Brown, to everybody else out there, right, shouldn't have never been suspended in the first place. Let's get that understood. So now they suspended him for 6 months to do an investigation to check the clenbuterol situation that was going on in the meet in Mexico that was tainting a lot of athletes, not just Canelo Alvarez. A lot of athletes in other sports was coming up with dirty urines off of clenbuterol, a small amount that was coming from the Mexico meet, right? Right? That was injected with clenbuterol, whether people want to believe it or not. If I ask you, is it a possibility? Is it a possibility that Canelo could have ate some tainted meat just like the other athletes in Mexico? Is it a possibility? And if you tell me no, I know what side of the street you're standing on. You just on the Canelo hating side. But if you say yes, then you got to open up your fucking eyes and say, you know what? The small amount that's got caught in Canelo, the small amount that got caught in these other athletes, yes, it's a possibility that it could have came from tainted meat. No matter if your theory that they cheated or not. But you have to give them the benefit of the doubt that that shit came from tainted meat if they living in Mexico, eating fucking Mexican meat. Oh, well, they rich. They could do this. No, bro. Everywhere you go, you can't check fucking meat. Oh, how do I know if this meat got this in? Or how do I know? No, you can't just check no fucking meat, man. You ain't on no fucking list or give me this meat. Oh, come on, man. You feel me? So they did an investigation. They came back and they seen that Canelo Alvarez was telling the truth. They took the hair follicles. It came back clean. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't know the situation with the hair follicles, Google it. Or just Google hair follicle tests and you'll understand that once Canelo hair follicles came back clean, it proved that he is a clean fighter. Because if he was doing anything cheating with clenbuterol or trying to sneak some shit in and do this and do that, it would have showed. It would have showed. The hair follicles do not lie. You can't get away from it. Period. So it ain't that they suspended him for 6 months and they let him do what he want to do. It's that he was proven to be telling the truth. And he should have been suspended in the first place. And he came back and fought Triple G, the man that they say he tried to cheat against, and beat the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of him. Now, for you saying they let him do what he want to do, Canelo Alvarez is bringing the most money to the sport. Canelo Alvarez is putting the most asses in the seat over in America in the sport. Right? He's carrying the sport on his back. He's representing the sport in the right way as an ambassador, David Benavidez. You know that. You know that. That's why you want to fight him. That's why all y'all want to be in the Canelo Alvarez position. Y'all want to be in his shoes. Y'all want to be in his shoes. Don't criticize something that you want. You feel me? Don't fucking criticize something that you want. That's what all y'all motherfuckers want. Y'all want to be in Canelo position. Not saying y'all want to be Canelo Alvarez. Every man is their own man. Every man has their beautiful family. You got your wife. You got your girl. You got your money. You know what I'm saying? So every man is his own. I'm in a fucking wheelchair and I don't want to be another man. So I get it. But you want that position, Flash. You feel me? You want my spot, Flash? You want my spot? Well, you ain't go get it because you ain't got it. Y'all go look at the 5 heartbeats so y'all want to know what I'm mimicking. But the thing is this, bro. Canelo worked his ass off to get into this position. This shit wasn't given to him. Nothing was given to him. That's what y'all got to understand. And y'all feel like because y'all be the few fucking fighters that Canelo owed y'all something, he don't owe y'all shit, bro. Nothing. Nothing. None of y'all motherfuckers' resumes compare to Canelo Alvarez's resume. It don't compare. It don't compare, bro. And y'all haven't walked down the road that he walked. Y'all haven't fought the fighters that he fought. Y'all haven't fought every big dog at every fucking division. He went through every division fighting the best regardless of what anybody says. Regardless of what anybody says. When you go look at the fighters he fought, when he fought them at that time, they was the best at the fucking division. Hands down like 630, that's something you can't dispute. That's something you can't dispute. How the fuck is world champions not the best? You feel me? How is world champions not the best? That's very confusing to me. It's very hypocritical, and it just shows that people be hate and don't want to get credit where credit is due. Now, Benavidez, I understand you want to fight with Canelo Alvarez. You beat Kyron Davis. It's certain things that you say, man, that you got to watch how you word shit. You know what I mean? You in the ring talking about, I don't care what he think about my performance, this, that, and the third. Well, that performance wasn't really shit. If Canelo haven't done shit by knocking out Kano Plant, a motherfucking world champion, if you going in there knocking out a Kyron Davis, a motherfucker that ain't even a world champion contender, then what the fuck did that say about you? And this is no knock on your performance because you went in there, you beat him down. A man that was 160 pounds coming up to 168, but nobody speak on that. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, everybody, they want to point out every little small fucking detail of a fight. Every small detail of a fight. And this is no knock to you because we all know what Jose Uzcategui did. He popped dirty and shit, and Kyron Davis saved the day. So it's no knock to you. You had to put on the show. You had to put on the performance. You put in all the hard work and the training. So you had to go out there and look good. And that's exactly what you did. You looked good. But don't make it as if Canelo owed you something, bro. That's what y'all got to understand. None of y'all has really done shit to say, oh, well, this, that. And the first thing people going to say, well, what did Anthony Yildirim do? What did Billy Joe do? What did this fighter do? What? Exactly. All these motherfuckers on the same level. So if Canelo choose to bless you with an opportunity, then you take it and you be thankful. You take it and you be thankful. We seen what happened to the last motherfucker that wasn't thankful, and Caden Plant got his ass knocked out. But you take it and you be thankful, bro. You feel me? Don't believe all these headlines and all these motherfuckers that's talking, that's pumping your head up like you really doing something. This is no knock, man. I don't want nobody to think I'm hating on Benavidez because I like him. I might even get an interview with him. But I got to keep it trill. I got to keep it real when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. And that's all I'm doing, bro. And I'm pointing out the obvious and the facts, and people not going to like that shit. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is make people look at shit through a different lens and quit hating, bro. Look at it through the boxing perspective and look at what Canelo Alvarez is doing to try to make history, to do something different than every other fighter, to become the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest to ever lace him up. So when he make his moves on his chessboard, man, y'all got to respect that shit. Respect it. He ain't afraid to fight no fucking David Benavidez, and he went out there and fought Triple G, a motherfucking killer that nobody wanted to fight. He ain't afraid to fight no fucking Andrade when he went out there and fought fucking Caden Plant, where everybody kept saying it's the second coming of Mayweather and that was going to beat him. You feel me? Billy Joe Saunders, the same fucking style. You got to look at these styles, man. These styles make fights. And some of these dudes have similar styles, and some of these styles don't even compare to the people that he fucking fought. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, David Benavidez, it ain't that they let Canelo Alvarez do what he want to do. He earned the right to do what he want to do, right? He was proven not to be a cheater, even though all these motherfuckers want to keep screaming this shit out here. So do your due diligence, man, and really look at things from a different point of view and not get caught up in the bullshit. Because right now, David Benavidez, you getting caught up in the bullshit. You really are, bro. Canelo Alvarez is representing the sport in the right light. He ain't got no fucking dirtiness under him. He ain't got no scandals up under him. None of that shit. He's putting on shows out there. He's bringing money to the sport. He's bringing asses to the seats. He's bringing eyeballs to the sport. And he got the sport, you know what I mean, thriving right now. So respect Canelo Alvarez as everyone else should respect Canelo Alvarez. But because they hate him and they want to see him fall, they talk all that bullshit. Don't be one of them type of dudes, man. Don't be one of them type of dudes. I don't want to get on your ass like this, but I got to. You feel me? At the end of the day, if Canelo Alvarez chooses to fight you, it's a blessing. If he don't, then you work your way to fight the next best thing and you try to put yourself in position to make as much money as you could, even if it's not Canelo Alvarez. There's other big fights out there, bro. So don't get caught up in just needing Canelo Alvarez fight and then you look around, 10 years went by and you ain't really did shit with your career. You did? So we'll just see how this shit play out, man. Shouts out to David Benavidez. Shouts out to Canelo Alvarez, the king of boxing, doing his fucking thing. You feel me? Earned the right to do what he want to do. I'm going to say it again. He earned the right to do what he want to do. And I'm going to leave it at that. Until then, it's your boy Money's the NSBC. Moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.